Okay, it's time for you guys to listen up. All right? This is not a drill. And people need to pay attention to what I'm saying. This is very urgent and affects people of color and anybody married to a person of color or that has a mixed child. This Justice Clarence Thomas said in April that he wants to overturn the segregation laws, most notably Brown versus Board of Education. He wants to abolish the doctrine of separate but equal. Do you know what that means? They want to dismantle the laws that protected people who look like me from being thrown out of white establishments. This isn't a joke, and it's not something we need to keep just pretending isn't happening.
Yo, conservatives kill me with their principle, with their constitutional principle, because their Constitution gives me the right to take everything away from everybody else because I'm a white man, because the forefathers, founding fathers, they foresaw this. They saw this coming one day. They knew. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. They knew because the forefathers owned slaves and what have you. I'm not here to even talk about that. It's just always hilarious when, these individuals act like they're so principled. But what are the principles that they're standing on? Just like the whole states' rights things. States' rights always conveniently comes in whenever they're taking rights away from someone else. The states' rights thing obviously was slavery, the states' rights with abortion, the states' rights with anything to do with guns, states' rights to do with practically anything. And now we're looking at, the Brown v. Board of Education to re-segregate schools. We already desegregated them, but that wasn't looked at properly because the forefathers, the founding fathers, they foresaw this. If they knew that white people would need a way to take everything, like that's that's all that conservative principle really means, man. And let's talk about Clarence Thomas, the man of principle on the Supreme Court, upholding the vows of the Constitution and the forefathers.
Hey, Clarence, it looks like they,
Of course, they put him all in front so that they can have him say, well, look, we're going to X this out. We're going to X that out. But, like I always point out, we're going to leave interracial marriage out because, that's different. Of course, outside of the fact that his wife is white, Jenny Thomas doing our thing, we can't break them up. But, everything else, that's on the chopping block. And I pointed out before, the fact that they actually went ahead and reversed Roe v. Wade is all the indication and all the knowledge we need to know that these people are going to go ahead and continue to strike things down because they've already shown that they've done it. I mean, if they're going to go that far, why won't they go further? Gay marriage has only been legalized for oh so long. Roe v. Wade was in place for 50 plus years. So, if they're going to take something away that's been around for 50 years, oh, you better believe they're going to go around for something that Obama put into place. And look, at this point, progressives and just the working class in general, we can't take no for an answer anymore. We saw what happened when Biden got in there. We knew he wouldn't deliver, but, it's kind of shocking that he's absolutely this useless to where even people like Deborah Messing are coming out and they're like, I mean, what's the point of even voting? After they reversed Roe v. Wade, one of the first things that Joe Biden did was have a phone conference with a bunch of Democratic celebrities. This guy really never intended to do much of anything, as we know, but he took multiple shots at being president. He thought, hey, why not go on ahead and do this thing? We'll get Trump out of the way, won't have to do anything else. But now it's our time to get this guy the hell out of here and every other centrist Democrat up out of here because they simply can't deliver. They're simply not ready to stand up and be who we need them to be for the times that we're in. So like I always close these things out, let's go ahead and move forward, get better candidates in office. And if those candidates are ourselves, let's make that happen.